When I came to Chapman, I was under the impression that Nightcap was the thing for student TV. That was what kids did, that was what the club did. It was an awesome, fun, collaborative thing. And then I went to the first meeting of the semester for Nightcap, and they said, no more club. I was witnessing tours and people coming through, and faculty would point out, this is where we shoot Nightcap, and they didn't have it anymore. And so a lot of incoming students this past year kind of disappointed too, because they came in and they said, oh, I'm so excited to get started with Nightcap, get started with TV, and then you have to tell them that doesn't exist. They went from having a cool late night talk show who got guests to come in to nothing. That kind of spurred the initial, what could I do to change that? About 9 or 10 months ago, I sent a proposal to the television faculty at Dodge. And basically I wrote up a proposal proposing that we start a student television network for Chapman students. And then months later I had a meeting with them. Initially they weren't against it, but they didn't really understand what I was talking about. And so the initial response was kind of like, well, what type of thing do you really want to do? And I think that they were a little bit apprehensive at first because my ideas were big, and so they weren't really sure how to comprehend that as far as how the school could help out or how they could help out personally.
I'm Chantel Houston, and I'm a producer on Dirty Laundry, which is a talk show that kind of incorporates comedy as well as current events.
Dirty Laundry is a talk show, you know, we try to make it like funny and like something that everyone would want to watch and just have fun watching.
Hello everyone. Welcome again to Dirty Laundry. I'm your host, Danny Gomez.
And I'm your co-host, Alex Gambati.
I was friends with Cameron last year, and then he was just kind of telling me about what he wanted to do. And so I was like, oh, hey, get me in on that also. And over the summer, just getting emails from him and everything saying that they needed producers for several types of shows. And I applied to be a producer of this show, and I got paired with 2 other people, and that's kind of how it happened.
I got involved with Panther Vision because, well, I just thought it was weird that Dodge didn't have anything like this, and I just thought it was a great idea to actually work in, you know, something that you're like, I'm majoring in TV, and there's nothing at Dodge that like has something like this, so I thought it would be a great idea to actually do something.
I would like to end this monologue on a rather personal note. My cactus, Philip, my beloved, has died.
I worked with Chantel, Cameron, and Nate, who are the other producers of the show, and we basically just come up with what's going to be on the show each week. We organize guests. We talk to the hosts about the monologue.
So just kind of like if you take your time and like don't do it all the same speed, it'll be super easy.
Yeah, speed is like a main thing that would kind of make it sound natural.
All right.
We do on the street things like with Heston and Celeste, who are on our Man on the Street correspondents.
Hi everyone, I'm Celeste Giamo.
And I'm Heston Horwin.
And we are at Bruxy in the Orange Circle here to tell you what a waffle sandwich is.
So we go around like to Bruxy, or like we just did a thing in the piazza asking people about social justice, you know, things like that.
What are you eating?
I got the buttermilk fried chicken.
What have the struggles been getting the show together?
Basically everything you could imagine. Like every roadblock that you can think of has come up between like booking studios and then having people cancel on us like that day or the night before, and then having to cancel on everyone else.
Especially Cameron's been like fighting really hard to get this together, and he's gone through many struggles trying to get, you know, certain people to prove it, trying to get Time Warner to like help us out. The Panther Productions has also been trying to help us out, but we've had issues with them as well, like trying to reserve the studio. There's just been so many hurdles that we've had to jump.
Okay.
Working with Dodge and everything has been really hard because they won't do anything for us or with us. Yeah, I mean, I guess the main struggle has just been finding a place to tape, which seems ridiculous since we have like a full working HD television studio in Dodge that we can't use. There's Studio 633 that we used one time and we haven't been able to book since. And then there's Time Warner, which we've been using and it's fine, and now Dodge bought it out. And I think the word right now is that we can't use it.
The school is not supportive at all, and they don't want us to associate with Dodge. Panthervision and Dodge are completely separate.
Yeah, deco art. Yeah, they're good at Academy, but then they gave up.
There hasn't been a lot of student support. I mean, we like to have, the people who participate are awesome and great, but we'd like to have more people participate just so this thing could grow.
When it actually comes to stepping up, people seem to have more difficulties there. When it's just saying like, oh yeah, I really want to be a part of it. Like it's a really cool concept, so who wouldn't want to be a part of it?
It's hard for me as the leader and creator of this because when you have trouble like booking the studio and getting people to say that they're coming on time and things like that, when you have that type of initial trouble, you lose legitimacy. And so that's been frustrating for me as the leader of this, you know, telling students week after week, this is gonna be awesome, we're gonna create programming, we're gonna do awesome things here, and then not being able to come through for them for something that I can't control. I would imagine with some money, just even the littlest amount would just go so far for us as far as production goes. I want to work in a live-to-tape environment, so things like The Tonight Show, late night shows, Ellen talk shows, and maybe some live event directing. And so everything that I'm doing here when it comes to doing Dirty Laundry, when it comes to doing Imagination on Location, it gives me so much practice on how to do all of that, how to live cut, how to keep everybody, like your crew, under control, and how to really collaborate with everybody. And so that immediately and directly connects with what I want to do later on in life.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just tell you instead of ready for everyone, okay?
Just working with everyone, I think, is just so much fun. Just getting to know Chantel and Cameron, and you know, having something to show. Like we produce this show, and it's just cool to show people that we've done this.
For watching us again,